Today I'm making lumpia, or one of American favorite Asian side dish, which is called the egg roll. This yummy appetizer or snack is filled with different vegetables, vermicelli, and wrapped in this golden crispy skin dipped in sweet and spicy sauce that goes so well with it. After watching this video, I'm gonna save you some money because you won't ever need to buy another egg roll again. First, let's make the filling. I have 50 grams of vermicelli. You can use either rice or corn vermicelli. Either one is fine. Now add warm water and let it submerge in the water for about 5 minutes or until they're softened. Next, get 3 carrots or about 300 grams. Let's peel the carrots, then thinly slice it and chop it to the shape of matchsticks. Chop everything up and do this for all the carrots. Today I'm making vegetarian-friendly egg roll, but it doesn't have to be. You're free to add ground meat, chicken, or prawn to the filling if you like it that way. I also have cloud ear fungus. If you don't know, the texture is kind of like jelly or agar-agar, and I have a big handful of them or 170 grams. You want to slice it to small strips so it's easier to incorporate and wrap later on. Now for stir frying the filling, I have 3 cloves of garlic. Press and chop the garlic to small pieces and set it aside. If you have garlic press, you can use it too instead of chopping it. Next, let's chop a stalk of green onion. Not a whole lot, just enough to give a little bit of flavor to the filling. The vermicelli is soft now, and I have already drained the water. I'm using a scissor because it makes the job done so much easier. Cut it to smaller strands so it's less difficult to pour and wrap the filling. Now that the chopping is done, let's stir fry everything. Turn on the stove to medium heat and add some oil to the pan. When the oil is hot enough, stir fry the chopped garlics. Cook it until they're fragrant, then add the carrots. Mix it with the garlic and you want to let it cook in the pan until they're a bit softened. Add some bean sprout and mix some more. Then in goes the cloud ear fungus. I'm not adding any water here because the vegetables already give off some moisture as it is, and that's enough. Plus we don't want soggy fillings. Where I live, this snack is called lumpia, and it has different versions. Some are deep fried and some are not. Something unique about it is that you can play with the fillings like using different vegetables or add some meat. Just make it suitable to your taste, friend. Season it with half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of stalk powder, a quarter teaspoon of white pepper, 2 spoonfuls of oyster sauce, and a teaspoon of sesame oil. Mix the seasoning well with the vegetables. I'm not going to cook it until all the vegetables are cooked through because I want to feel some crunch from the vegetables when I take a bite of the egg roll. Lastly, add the vermicelli and green onion. Mix it again until everything is well combined. While I was cooking, I totally forgot about adding the sugar. So now I'm gonna add a teaspoon of sugar and taste it if the seasoning is enough. If you want to see the full ingredients, please check the description box. I always write one for every video, so go check it out. Now that the filling is done, let's wrap it. I'm using the large spring roll skin that they sell at the frozen section. Now take one skin and scoop 1 to 2 tablespoons of the filling. You want to fold the bottom to cover up the filling, then fold each sides. It's kind of like making an envelope. Now just roll it and dab a little bit of water to seal it. The water will help hold the wrapping. Keep doing it until all the fillings are used up. If you want a little fun game with your friends and family, you can put a chili pepper inside, then mix one with chili and without. It's kind of like Russian roulette but with chili. To fry the egg roll, turn on the stove to medium heat and add enough oil to deep fry it. When the oil is hot, put in the egg roll. You want to flip it every once in a while to get an even color. Fry until golden brown, then strain the oil. While waiting for the egg roll to cool down, I'm gonna make the sweet and spicy sauce. It's pretty quick to make, just add 5 cloves of garlic, 8 chili pepper, and a little bit of water, then blend it up roughly. You still want to have a little chunk of garlic and chilies. It should look like this. Transfer this to a pan and add a little bit more water. In total, I use about 200 to 250 ml of water. Add a pinch of salt, 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar, and a teaspoon of white vinegar. Mix and stir it well, then let it simmer for a minute or so before adding half a tablespoon of cornstarch. You want to dilute it with a little bit of water before dropping it in. The cornstarch will make the sauce a little bit thicker. Mix it a bit and it's ready to serve. So here is my home-cooked egg roll along with the sweet and spicy sauce. The skin is super crispy and the inside is packed with mixed vegetable and vermicelli that is so delicious. Each bite you get the crunch from the skin and also some of the vegetables. Not to mention adding the sauce to the egg roll. I really like the combination of savory egg roll with the sweet, spicy, and tangy sauce. You can skip the sauce if you want. The egg roll itself is good eaten as is. Or if you're like me who prefer eating it with raw chilies, you can do that too. So eat it however you want, but you have to try this. I would rate this 8.7 for the taste and 7.4 for its simpleness to cook.